On this edition of City Focus, Valdosta and Lowndes County celebrate Veterans Day. The Valdosta Police Department receives donations for the Shop with a Cop program. There's still time to give to the Mayor's Motorcade to bring holiday cheer to the patients of Parkwood Developmental Center. And we have Lisa Hayden in studio to talk about Toys for Tots. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus McConico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. This is the 19th episode of City Focus in 2019. City Focus is your source for what's happening within your government. These are the most important topics that are happening in the city. Members of the Valdosta and Lowndes County community gathered on Veterans Day at Bazemore-Hyder Stadium to honor veterans in our community and across the country.
But today, veterans, today is your day. Today is the day that we have an opportunity to thank you for the services that you provided for this country. Not only that you provided, you still are making sacrifices, many of you today, for that service that you provided for us.
Speakers included Vice Commander of the 23rd Fighter Wing at Moody Air Force Base, Colonel Benjamin Condi.
If it was not for our veterans, we would not have the freedoms that we enjoy today. The freedom like last Tuesday when you went to vote. The freedom that you can choose the church of your choice on Sundays. The freedom that you can better yourself, that you can rise above any circumstance, that you can use your abilities to do whatever you want to do. So our freedoms are so important to us.
Band members from Valdosta High School played patriotic music. C Company 61 gave a 21-gun salute as onlookers thanked their family and friends that served.
Military members and their families gave and continue to give of themselves so we can live in the wonderful country we live in.
Metro 17 is thankful for all our veterans. The Public Art Advisory Committee unveiled a new piece of public art at Freedom Park to honor military members.
Family members and ancestors who have been in the military, and I've worked for the military for 6 years in Germany, and I just wanted to do something that was not just a memorial, but a tribute to it, a thank you, and an expression of what their life in the military was like.
Artist Marty Haythorne wanted the opportunity to show his appreciation for not only his father, but all past and present members of the armed forces.
My dad joined when he was 17, joined the Navy. He was hit in the head with a propeller, had epilepsy the rest of his life and a dent in his forehead. His plane went down in the Pacific, and he treaded water for a long, long time before he was rescued, witnessed horrific things, and he was just a kid.
He is thankful that many people, including many veterans, will see the statue when they come to the park.
Hoping as many people as possible who are in the military can really understand that there are a lot of Americans that are grateful to them, and will always be grateful to them.
Visit Freedom Park to get a close-up look of Marty's piece of art.
Valdosta's very own Georgia Theater Company gives back to the community with their charity event, Cinema for a Cause. The charity's proceeds were given to the Valdosta Police Department to help them with their 16th annual Shop with a Cop program.
They've actually given us the single biggest contribution, and it really helps out a lot. Just with the check that we get here today, it's roughly 30 kids.
The charity event was hosted on September 29th, 2019. All donations were collected at 25 different theaters with ticket and concession proceedings. The Valdosta Police Department received 100% of the money raised to impact children this holiday season.
Last year I took 52 children and they got $200 apiece, and that's all, yes, each child got a $200 gift card, and that's all on this community. And with donations like Georgia Theater Company makes here, we couldn't do it without the community.
Georgia Theater Company's 4th annual Cinema for a Cause will continue to help out in the coming years by providing entertainment for the whole family while helping out families in need.
It's always a wonderful opportunity to give back to the community in any way, so the fact that we're able to do so while also helping the community be entertained is just, it's a wonderful thing to be a part of.
For more information, contact the Georgia Theater Company at 229-247-6502.
Hello? No, you're kidding. No. I've told her 1,000 times not to do that. Oh, I'm so mad right now. Oh, ma'am, are you aware your stove is on? Yeah. Cooking while distracted is actually quite dangerous. Really? Just one pot? It is. In fact, you could set your whole house on fire just cooking in that single pot. I never realized that. Well, now you know. Well, I'm gonna pay attention now.
We have Lisa Hayden from Toys for Tots to talk about how they are partnering with the Valdosta Police Department for this year's program. Lisa, welcome to City Focus.
Nice to meet you.
So, for those people who don't know, what is Toys for Tots and how did you get involved with the organization?
Okay. Toys for Tots is a charity organization that helps needy children. What that means is that every child deserves a little Christmas, and so what we do is families who are not able to afford toys are going to have a limited Christmas. They apply online, and we take their applications, approve or disapprove, and then we sit there and pull the toys for them. And this comes from donations from everybody around the thing. As far as how I got into it, that was through the Elks Lodge. One of our members was the current coordinator, and when he left the area, I took over. And I started with the Valdosta Elks Lodge, where my husband started with the Christmas baskets there for the Elks Lodge that we continue to do.
Gotcha. This program is also obviously a very special program to you, and it's kind of dear to your heart, I can tell.
Yes.
Why is it so special to you?
Mainly children. I can honestly tell you, I have no grandchildren. I have 3 boys, no grandchildren. So all these kids are my grandchildren. And so you know, to see a parent come in first, you know, it takes a lot of pride to sit there and put in an application and know this. But when a parent comes in and they hug you and they, you know, they're crying because you're helping them. I mean, and the kids, just to see their smiles, know that you've brightened their day.
That's awesome. That is really incredible. Now, what all areas do you cover with Toys for Tots here?
Okay, I currently have 3 counties.
Okay.
I handle Eccles, Lowndes, and Clinch,
Okay.
which includes, you know, the city of Valdosta also.
Yes.
But I handle those 3 counties right now.
Okay. And this year you're working with the Valdosta Police Department to help with Toys for Tots. How did that partnership come about?
First, I have to say Randall Hancock stalked me, is what I would
Yeah,
say.
we all love Randall.
We love Randall. In 2017, Randall come to my warehouse and told me about the police department and their program and how if I had any extra toys or anything, could I please give them to them?
Yeah.
And I did. And from since then, it has been great.
Yeah.
We help each other. Anything I can do, I give to Randall.
That's awesome. That's really incredible. Now, obviously, there's a donation box at the police department because you're partnering with the department. But where else can people give toys or give to the program?
Okay. If you're going to give to the program, monetary gifts, you can go on the website, toysfortots.org, and make sure that you put it to the Valdosta Toys for Tots.
Gotcha.
If you just put it to Toys for Tots, then it goes into the general fund.
Okay.
But if you put it into Valdosta, then it will go to my account. As far as other locations, I've got boxes all over. We've got it at Belk's, PetSmart, FedEx. We've got some new businesses in town
That's awesome.
that have never applied before to get boxes. Lowndes County, 911 this year. Good Lord,
They're all over the place.
they are all over the place. And it's so good because you don't expect it.
Yeah.
And people have just come out this year, people I've never spoken to.
Yeah.
And so it makes me really happy. And it's going to be a great campaign. I'm up to almost 300 applications
Wow.
right now.
Wow. And how many of those will you actually serve?
Oh, all of them.
All of them. Wow.
Oh, I'll do all of them. You know, if I get the toys, I'll work up until December 24th, trying to make sure these families get their toys.
Yeah.
Every now and then we do run into after Christmas where somebody said, I just couldn't make it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've got your toys, but the first distribution day will be 11:30.
Okay.
I have 170 applications going out that day.
Wow.
So the boxes that are all over town, the last day to pick up will be December 13th.
Gotcha.
Just as an example, we help the Lowndes County school systems, the Valdosta school systems, Eccles County. Churches.
Yeah.
Moody Air Force Base. Moody Air Force Base has a box. And today I met with some wonderful ladies who are trying to help the reservists.
Wow. That's awesome. Is there anything else you want people to know about Toys for Tots and helping these kids and families during the Christmas season?
Just make sure it's a new unwrapped toy. Age limits, you know, this year it is up to 14. Also know that just for families, Toys for Tots cannot spend over $30 for a toy.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, yes, that does rule out bikes, tablets, video games, and stuff like that. But, you know, it's all about Christmas. It's all about making the kids smile. You know, we want that child to be happy. We want them to have a new gift. They're not a hand-me-down gift.
Yeah.
It's something new. It's theirs.
Well, Lisa, we thank you for coming on the show. We thank you for working for Toys for Tots and helping these kids have a Merry Christmas each and every year. And we'll be back here on City Focus.
Thanks to your generosity, Marines have delivered Christmas to children in need since 1947.
The city of Valdosta will be closed November 28th for the Thanksgiving holiday. Public Works will pick up trash only if your normal garbage pickup day is Thursday. Citizens should place their green rollouts at the curbside by 5 a.m. to ensure their garbage is collected. For more information, contact the Public Works Department at 229-259-3590. Valdosta Main Street and the Chamber of Commerce are encouraging residents to shop local on Small Business Saturday. The Flower Gallery downtown is just one of those small businesses that hopes to see a boost on November 30th.
Main Street and Chamber of Commerce that really help promote our downtown. They do phenomenal work helping promote us, and so we're really thankful down here. They really try to encourage people to shop local and downtown and keep it in our county and in our town so that, you know, we can build up our community.
When money is spent in a small business, most of the money remains in the local economy.
We're not a big box store where your money's not going to another state, so it stays right here in Lowndes County. So it's best to stay with the small business owners, so it stays right here in Lowndes County.
The downtown community helps each other and will continue to do so on Small Business Saturday.
We all partner together, and so we're all trying to encourage people, you know, if they come here, I encourage them to go to the other stores, the gift shops, or either go to the restaurants. So we always encourage everybody out and say, oh, you got to go check out so-and-so, and encourage everybody to go check everybody out because we all help each other. So it really partners together with all of us helping each other.
The Mayor's Motorcade is helping bring holiday cheer to the patients of Parkwood Developmental Center. The fire department is helping collect gifts for the event. The deadline to give is December 3rd.
It means the world to them. It means that the Parkwood Development Center and the staff that works there, they're real wonderful with us. And we have certain ones that's there every year. They definitely want to take pictures on the fire trucks also. So they take with all the firemen and, like I said, on the fire trucks, and it's a joy just to give back.
Since the move to keep the event local, the mayor and the members of the VFD look forward to the event each year.
We have collection centers at City Hall, and we have it here at Fire Station 1. If you have anything, like if you want to drop off socks, gloves, toys, anything that, you know, would be a good Christmas gift.
The smallest donation or gift is appreciated to help bring a Merry Christmas to these individuals who otherwise may not get a gift.
Once we deliver the gifts, if you're not used to getting hugs or thank yous or smiles that's out of this world, then this is a place you ought to be.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department. The Valdosta Fire Department has a few safety tips for citizens that are frying turkeys this holiday season.
Make sure your turkey is completely thawed out. Frozen turkey can become a hazard. Frozen turkey in most cases can explode. So we want to make sure that it doesn't cook, it's not going to cook it any faster, but we just want to make sure everybody's safe.
In addition to making sure that your turkey is fully thawed, you should make sure that you are a safe distance away from your house before dropping your turkey into your fryer.
Make sure you're at least 20 feet from a structure because you're using propane and you're using hot grease, mostly peanut oil, and you want to make sure that it doesn't flash, it doesn't burn, and it doesn't set the structure on fire.
And finally, always pay attention to what you're cooking, because no one wants a visit from the fire department during the holidays.
Anytime you cook, not just frying of turkey, but cooking, make sure you're keeping an eye on what you're cooking.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department. Elected officials from the state of Georgia were in Valdosta recently to discuss the possibilities of expanding gambling in Georgia past the lottery. The panel is now doing a listening tour throughout the state to discuss casinos, horse racing, and sports gambling.
A couple of months ago, we had a 3-day marathon session. We had casinos, we had horse racing, we had sports betting, we had all of those people into that. because that's been discussed on and off in the state of Georgia for years. And because it takes a constitutional amendment as opposed to a simple majority of the House and the Senate, then we have started working on this to get the information.
The legislature would have to have a 2/3 approval to put legalized gambling on a referendum for the public to decide. Then, if it does pass a referendum, Powell has some creative ways that Georgia could use the extra revenue.
To me, healthcare would be the ideal place because it benefits every Georgian and every citizen across party, across gender, across race, across economic status. If that money, if the people of Georgia legalize it, then the revenues could go to healthcare.
Valdosta is the first stop in a tour by this committee to inform residents of the state what could happen in the 2020 legislature.
This is the first of the around the state meetings that I call a listening tour, to come and to listen to see what questions are being raised. And quite frankly, it has been quite a great surprise to me that the people that were in here today had some very innovative questions that they were asking.
They encourage you to contact your state representative to voice your opinion.
Georgia heat played no tricks on Christine Treat, as Valdosta became the perfect answer for the engineer to escape the Michigan snow.
I wanted to find a place in the South, and then I kept looking in Florida, Georgia, and then I found an opportunity here.
The Florida graduate is now a design engineer in training for ERCO Worldwide, a small chemical company specializing in the production of sodium chlorate for the bleaching of paper.
Well, I was looking for an opportunity to be an engineer in training, and I found the opportunity here popped up. I get to do engineering design work. It's normally not an EIT, but I get to design stuff in the thing.
She says the company is very helpful and the friendly work environment has supported her in furthering her professional career.
It's been great. People are really friendly, especially the people working here with me. They help me a lot. They're very supportive. ERCO Worldwide is a great company where everyone cares about me and my professional growth.
ERCO Worldwide and Christine Treat give us a look into the many opportunities Valdosta has to offer for workers. In the coming months, we will introduce more of these businesses and individuals through this video series.
Wild Adventures is a big part of the Valdosta community, and during the holiday season, they are giving back to those that serve the community every day.
Every year, the 3 days after Thanksgiving, we celebrate an event called Days of Thanks at Wild Adventures. It's an opportunity for us to say thank you to those who make it their life's work to help and serve the community. We're talking about teachers, military service members, and first responders. So today, we've been out at Valdosta Fire Department to recognize the firefighters here that do sacrifice their time, sacrifice time with their families to make sure that everyone in Valdosta is protected. And we do that with free admission to our park. So all first responders, policemen, firefighters, EMS, nurses, along with teachers and military, active and retired, they get to come visit Wild Adventures the 3 days after Thanksgiving for free, along with up to 4 of their family members.
Corporal Johnson will take his 2 boys to Wild Adventures, and he appreciates what the park is doing for them.
And they make you feel good for what you do. I'm real appreciative for Wild Adventure giving us these tickets, so we're going to enjoy them. So.
The staff at Wild Adventures looks forward to this event each year, just waiting to see the smiling faces of the people that they are thanking.
Reactions are always very grateful, and that's why it's so heartwarming for us to see that. During Days of Thanks, I spend a lot of my time at the main courtyard of the park welcoming folks as they come in, and so to see the smiles on the kids' faces especially, it's very rewarding to see that.
Metro 17 thanks Wild Adventures for giving back to our community. The Valdosta Youth Council visited Turner Center for the Arts during their regularly scheduled November meeting. The group toured the center, then created art themselves before working on their Christmas float.
I saw like abstract art and like none, like it doesn't have like anything, like it's not really like a title or a description because it's like they're just using their imagination at like drawing.
What surprised me the most is, like she said, the non-abstract, where it didn't really have a purpose. Like, it didn't have anything the artist was trying to draw. They just kind of put something together, and that's what I kind of liked, because you can imagine and think of something out of it.
Follow the Valdosta Youth Council on Facebook. Mayor Gale, Fire Chief Brian Boutwell, and other city employees joined community leaders at J.L. Newber Middle School for their Dress for Success Day. The event taught young men how to tie a tie. All the ties for the event were donated for these young men. We thank everyone that participated and for being great mentors to these young men in our community. Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. November 25th, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission meeting, 5:30 at 325 West Savannah Avenue. November 26th, Valdosta Lowndes County Conference Center and Tourism Authority meeting, 8 a.m. at the Conference Center. November 28th, Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving. December 2nd, Valdosta Historic Preservation Commission, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. December 3rd, MPO Citizens Advisory Committee meeting, 11 a.m. at South Georgia Regional Commission. December 5th, Valdosta City Council meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. December 6th, annual Christmas tree lighting across from City Hall. December 7th, Greater Valdosta Christmas Parade, beginning at 6 p.m. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public-information. The City of Valdosta and Valdosta Main Street invites everyone to the Christmas tree lighting in downtown on Friday, December 6th at 5:30. The event will take place in the vacant lot adjacent City Hall. Come out and ring in the holiday season here in Valdosta. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website, valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also like our Valdosta Youth Council page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on City Focus.